What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And this is two firsts for me right here in this video. This is my first ever Radical ball in the Radical Informer. And it's also the first ball I've ever thrown that features the outer core technology called Dynamacore. Now, I'm gonna start with that because for those of you who don't know, I'm sure a lot of you already know, but for me, this is all brand new technology because I've never thrown, or I haven't thrown a Brands of Brunswick ball in forever. So the outer core technology called Dynamacore is supposed to give you 12% better carry, pin carry. Now, I don't know with 100% certainty if that is true or if it's not true. What I was told is that some of those light hits that probably shouldn't carry, maybe will carry, and it kind of throws the pins around a little bit more. The interaction between the ball and the pin seems to really throw the pins around, according to Radical Bowling's website. So this Radical Informer is a big, strong, asymmetrical solid that you can see compared to like a comparable ball would be like the 900 Global Reality, the Proton Physics, the Jackal line from Motive. Those kind of balls are the similar category as to this Informer. So this is gonna have a very high bar if it's gonna be in my bag. So I'm gonna look here at the tech. The cover stock says it is the Sharp TS1 that comes out of box at a 500, 1000, 1500 Sire micro pad. So it comes with a lot of surface. And then the core just says asymmetrical here on the website, asymmetric Dynamacore. Okay, and then the RG on this ball is 2.47 in 15 pounds, has a max differential of 0.051 and an intermediate differential of 0.19. So I don't really know a whole lot what to expect, as I haven't really seen a whole lot of this ball being thrown. But I am excited because it is my, like I said, my first Radical ball ever, my first reactive Brunswick ball in 10 years. And I say reactive because I did drill a purple hammer. So guys, if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this in the future, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date every time I drop a new video. And if you like this jersey or any of the jerseys in any of my videos, you can head on over to coolwick.com and use my promo code MOTIVELOO10. That'll get you 10% off your entire order. And then if you guys really like this ball and you would like to order one for yourself, there's going to be a link in the description to the BowlerSmart website. BowlerSmart is a direct sponsor to this channel. So if you guys want to help support this channel and you like this ball and you would like to order one for yourself, use that link in my description. It really helps out my channel. Then also down below in the description, I have a link to my Patreon where I invite each and every single one of you to come out and join. I'm turning that into a pretty unbelievable bowling community, and I would love for you guys to come and join me. I'm gonna take you guys out on the lanes now so we can see what this Radical Informer is all about. Okay, so I just got done throwing the first 5 shots of the video, and the very first thing I want to talk about is that last shot you saw, that 4.9. I think that's what they mean by that Dynamacore. I don't know if that would have struck either way, but the way the ball interacted with the pins and threw the 4 into the 9, I think there is something there with that Dynamacore. Now, like I said, I don't know if I would have struck anyways or not, but it was pretty cool to see that 4 smack that 9, because otherwise it would have been a 4.9, you know what I mean? So really like what I saw there. And then the very first thing that I noticed was how early this ball was. So that first shot was really early, but it created a little bit of shape. Then I 10-pinned, then I washed out, I think is what that was. And then I moved right a little bit and kind of just got it going a little bit more up the lane, and it looked really good. So I'm gonna stay a little bit straighter before, but as the lanes transition, I will get further and further left. But on the fresh, it looks pretty good from a little straighter. It is strong. This is a very strong ball. All right, so two things. One, we didn't talk about the layout. I just remembered. So the layout, this is what it looks like, even though it's irrelevant, where the pin lands. So this has been my favorite asymmetrical layout as of late. I've drilled several balls with this same layout, and I do that on purpose so that I can really see the differences between all these balls. This is 45 by 4.5 by 45. So it's kind of like a middle of the road layout. I mean, not a whole lot of flare. It won't be too early. It won't shape too much. Just kind of in the middle. Second thing, this Informer, at least 10 shots in on this fresh, typical house shot here at Suncoast. This Radical Informer, for me, does not like angle. When I can keep it nice and straight, it looks pretty phenomenal. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it's pretty phenomenal. But as I have to give away the pocket, or if I miss right a little bit, there's not a whole lot of recovery. Now, granted, this is a big asymmetrical solid. I'm not expecting the ball to boom like if it was a pearl. But every time I've missed right has been a pretty ugly leave. So on these next set of shots, I'm gonna move a little bit further left and just try to create a little bit more angle, but still in my comfortable speeds, still in my comfortable release, not trying to do anything funky. I really wanna see what this ball's capable of. So one thing that I get a lot in the comment section, as well as in messages on Facebook, is that people accuse me or tell me that I like every single bowling ball. But my job reviewing balls, comparing balls, is to find a way to get these balls to get to the pocket and strike from a certain point in the lane, right? Not every ball is going to be able to strike from first arrow, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, right? So with that being said, I really like this ball as a game one ball. I don't think this is a ball that I will ever, and granted, I'm only 15 shots into this ball ever. I never threw this before the video. I didn't even warm up with this ball. So this is 15 shots that I'm into this ball ever. And so it might change as the cover starts to break down or whatever. But what I'm seeing is that I really like this ball from straighter, because when I got left and I kind of like, in my brain, I kind of had to like slow hook it, and then when I did, it hooked a ton. So I was like, okay, that gave me some confidence to really get my normal speed, everything into it, and then when I did, it didn't hook. So I'm gonna try to move like even further left, but try to keep it a little bit tighter to see if this ball will give me that option. So I think I hit the nail on the head with this one a couple shots in. It looks really, really good when I can keep my angles a little bit tighter. But if I have to create shape, or if I miss a little bit right, it's just not the ball for me. Now, I am bowling on a house shot, so I always want to be able to find a ball that's gonna give me the most amount of room, the most amount of error room, because I am just a human. I do make mistakes, I do miss. So for me, I like this ball a lot from straight. But if I have to get left, it's just not the ball for me. Or if I have to create shape, it's just not the ball for me. It'll be interesting to see how this ball performs in the versatility test. But for this next group of shots, I am gonna play a little bit straighter. Go back to that spot at like from the beginning of the video that I really, really liked, and see if I can, because now I'm about 20 shots into this video, so I wanna see how long I could have stayed there. Because from further left, like I said, it just ain't it. I'm not saying it's a bad ball. As a matter of fact, I really like this ball. This might be one of the better asym solids I've thrown from straight. So I'm thinking that because of the strength of the cover, it's really going to transition the lanes, at least on a house shot, a little bit faster. Not faster than another asymmetrical solid, just faster compared to like any benchmark symmetrical ball. Because the cover on this is strong, and the flare rings, it's a 4.5-inch pin, and the flare rings are pretty thick. So now we're gonna get into the versatility test. And for those of you who don't know, a versatility test, I usually do it in the comparisons, but lately I have been doing it in the initial ball review as well. I'm gonna throw 3 shots from 3 different parts of the lane so we can see how versatile this ball is. Well, there you have it, folks. There's the Radical Informer, Radical's biggest asymmetrical solid. Overall, I was fairly surprised with how well it reacted from straighter. Like, it was like pretty mind-blowing how good it looked from straight. But again, when I had to, and it wasn't so much just from straight. Anytime I didn't have to create angle, this ball looked really good. But as I got further left and had to create angle, it just, like I said, it just wasn't it. But I do think that this ball will be in the bag, especially when anytime I'm gonna be bowling on a pattern where there's a lot of volume and I definitely have to keep the ball in front of me, be as forward as possible. I think this is gonna be a really good ball there. I also think it's gonna be a really good ball following urethane. When there's a lot of carry down on the lanes and you don't really wanna be throwing the ball away from the pocket, I think this is gonna be a monster. So guys, thank you so much for joining me in this review of my first ever Radical ball in this Informer. Click right here to watch one of my other videos and click right here to subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Until next time.